Hello, this is Beverly from scrapandthread.blogspot.com. Today I wanted to show you a cute project that I made using the Cricut Artistry cartridge from Close to My Heart. It's a countdown to Halloween jar, and I used mainly the Artistry cartridge. I used a little bit of art booking and Artiste too for some of the stuff that went around the outside of the jar, but like on the wall and in the tree. But I used the Artistry cartridge, mainly page 43 and a little bit on page 44. And I used everything except for that one cut there, the on the background with the words. But I used all of the rest of the cuts at different sizes. And all this information will be on my blog with the cut sizes and the colors and things like that. So I got this fun jar at Target last year, and it looks like a pumpkin with a lid. And inside I put some candy and some of those activity cards. And the reason why I put in candy is that sometimes I know my daughter would prefer to have a piece of candy rather than do an activity every day, or we're short for time or whatever. But this way she has a choice. And so on the activity cards, I ended up putting an eyelet on the top of it so that the cards can swing open, and I'll show you that in a minute. But because of that, it kind of made them look sort of like an ornament. So this sort of became a project jar slash Halloween tree. So I happen to use a jar, but you certainly don't have to use a jar. And you don't have to do this for a whole month of October. You can do it just for a week or 2 weeks or whatever works for you. And you also don't need to have activities. If you'd prefer, you could put little quotes or a poem or lyrics to a song, little affirmations, little love notes. Maybe stick it on somebody's pillow every night for the week before Halloween with a little piece of candy. However this works best for you. But as I said, I have 50 different activities on my blog, and you can certainly look at those to see if that helps with some ideas in case that's what you're interested in. So here's a list of some of the ideas. And if you didn't want to make the little shapes to glue the activities on, you could just cut those apart and use the little slips of paper and throw those in a jar too. I mean, that would be totally fine. However, it works best for you. But because I'm a paper crafter, I wanted to make things with my Cricut. I spent a fun afternoon just cutting out shapes and putting them together. And because I do have a million eyelets, I used eyelets for the top, but brads would work, washi tape would work. If you didn't want to make them with two pieces, this happens to be a ghost monster, so it is two pieces, but some of the other ones wouldn't have to be two pieces. But I did it all of them that way so that I could swing it out, and then when you flip it over, you'll see on the inside is the activity. So there's no cheating. You can't read through from the back to see what the activity is before you choose it. So there's a little bit of a surprise there. And this says make a spider web watercolor resist, which is a kind of a crafty, fun activity to do. So here's a picture of our Thanksgiving tree that I pulled out of the closet and resurrected a little early this year to make it be part of our trick or treat little scene there. And the idea was I didn't want to just discard the little tags after I made them. I thought that they were really cute and it would be fun to look at them afterwards. So I put some baker's twine on there, and then we can hang them up on our Thanksgiving trees. Now it's a Halloween tree, and I guess we'll just kind of keep it up through Thanksgiving and change out our little tags on there. But then this way we can see the tree kind of grow with the different tags, and the jar will become more emptied. So on this shape, which happens to be the shift key for the eek, I wanted to show that I had used the negative cuts for the letters and put it on another design as well, because I'm all about using as many pieces of my paper as possible. And it's just a kind of another way to get a different look. And then with the cuts, I did do different sizes. The purple monster is 3.5 inches and the green is 3.25 inches.
I just wanted to show a few of the other cuts because I thought they were really fun. So here's the bat, which is just the regular key with the shift. This spider I did actually get from a different Cricut cartridge, and I'm pretty sure it's art booking, but I'll put that on my blog also. as I was doing different spiders for different, another project too, which I'm going to post pretty soon. And I ended up actually with quite a few spiders because of that other project. So some of the ideas that I had was just to line the back of the ghost with different colors. So I put it just on the gray circle, which the circle happens to be the regular shape size. And then I also put some of the ghosts on one of the pumpkins. And then that way the pumpkin can swing out with the idea on the back. And if your idea was too long, I just folded it over so it would fit in there without being able to see. So this one is, for instance, is practice evil cackles and find household items for spooky sound effects. Now, obviously, the ages of your children might dictate what would be appropriate or not, but I know my 10-year-old loves making noises, so that would be great for her. And then the ones that were like this, where the bats were just a kind of a silhouette and there wasn't much space there, you could put it on the back, or if you had something really little, you could just maybe even handwrite it on there. You don't have to type them up or print them out. That was just an idea. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Please visit my blog at scrapandthread.blogspot.com to get all of the sizes for the cuts. And if you have any other questions, you could also send me an email at stampandbev@msn.com. Thanks so much.